Hey everybody, it is the special exclusive unboxing of Recondo Tiger. No, I'm kidding, guys. It's a toy kind of mood at night, episode 1, and I'm Travis Moody. We got a hell of a show, news variety, lots to talk about, little bit of controversy with some diaper wildin' folks. Let's save the suspense, but lots to talk about. Look, toy kind of mood at night. Be more of a variety, some pop culture, some loose topics, controversy. I'm pretty sure everybody at PR and the toy companies, they're all sleeping right now. So they ain't going to get mad. We'll still get our free shit. But anyway, we got a great show. Mezco 112 Day, a little bit of Indiana Jones, a little bit of Friday the 13th. And I'm still waiting on my guest. So I might be doing some crazy stuff like checking my phone and checking this and checking that. It is Hollywood after all, and he was on set today. So that'll be fun to talk about. And of course, I'm talking about Fabster 360, Fabster Live. He is the king of Mezco, Mezco 112 Day. He is a horror goon, loves Friday the 13th, so I couldn't think of a better guest. Hopefully, he joins in time. I was just watching articulated comic book art, and he didn't make it. But I did just send him a text, and it said, I'm driving, like one of those automated texts. So hopefully, he joins us in time, and it's going to be special. But we got some topics to run through, some slides to show. But we can check in with the chat right now. All right. What do we got going on? Wow. All right. Hey, now. Can't start off without saying hello to my guy, KJ. Can't wait to get you on, dude. Definitely going to be a Joe-rific episode. Thank you very much. Actually, I'm wearing sweats, so it's only a sports jacket for now. But all right, let's see what else we got going on here with the crowd in the audience tonight. All right. Punk with Toys. Is Viper Island my first guest? Damn, I wish, man. But I think he retired and he went straight to the major leagues. That's what I heard. The notorious Cuck Diaper Wyland is not going to be my first guest, but we will talk about him. That's part of the news bit this week. My guy, David Allen. Hello, hello, and good evening. I just saw you in the chat on What's on Joe Mine. And shout out to Mark, of course. He was on the most anticipated G.I. Joe show on Tuesday. So great stuff. Buenas noches to you. Payne's Toy Samples. You are here every single time, my man. Really appreciate it, fellas. And yeah, hit that like button, guys. Let's get this cranking. It's a new show. Grab a beverage, sit back, and let's talk toys. Who else we got? Oh, crap. Look at that. Anthony Holloway, my wrestling dude, checking in. So yeah, we're going to talk. It's toy influence, toy centric, but we'll talk movies, we'll talk wrestling, talk a little bit of music. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. Real loose, real fun. What else we got going on here? All right. I don't know what they're talking about. That's just wonderful. All right, might have to skip ahead. David Speck in the house. Just get him to sell me on the crow. He will. I think he said something like that was the whooshes, Robo Whooshes figure of the year. Very professional. Only at home. Only at home. When they let me out of the house, I'm a mess, dude. Let me tell you. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this. Chaz the Now, this is going to be a very Chaz centric episode. There's tons of memes. We're going to have memes of the week. So I'm very excited about that. I only have underwear in case my roommate comes home. Otherwise, I would not be wearing anything. And yeah, man, I heard that of assassination today, and I am glad I went with Entertainment Earth on those Mezco 112 collective Ninja Turtles because man, they went at it. I was even texting Fabio like, dude, your boys are going at your brand without you there. So that's going to be real fun to talk about if he shows up. Let's see, is he responding to my messages? I do have a text. Oh crap. Oh wow. Does that mean that all right, never mind. That's personal. What else we got? All right, what Nikes? Nothing, man. I'm home. All right, Tough Nerd Toys. Hey, hey. What up? Oh, I can't wait to see Lawrence dressing up. Does that mean instead of a Cobra shirt, you'll wear a Sergeant Slaughter shirt? That's what I want to know. No, I'm just kidding, my guy. Punk with Toys was on Tuesday as well, and he kind of took over, but that's my guy. That's my guy. Yeah, you know, the backstrap, I went full green screen on this one. So I never even set one up before. I studied production like never mind. It might have been a year ago. All right. What else we got yet? Robo loved it. Oh, Vlad's in the house. What's going on, my dude? Looking good. You are looking good from afar, my man. 3,300 miles away over in Springfield. Miss you, boss. We'll have to get you back on. And today is a Friday the 13th episode. I don't have the mask. I wanted the Jason mask. But I was like, should I spend $30 on a mask for a new episode? Probably not. But 10-year anniversary. This is fine. Yeah, hell yeah. We got some anniversaries to talk about today. And my guy Romo, here he is, the retired Dallas Cowboy quarterback. There he is. What else is going on? Oh, look at that. You just spoiled one of my news bits. Love you, Chaz. Thanks so much. That was our no. We have a lot more to talk about than that, but we will touch upon that. So save your energy for the news bit. Yeah, man, I'm waiting on Fab right now. All right, let's get into some big news this week. And let me say hi to DJ. Hello, hello. All right, the big news this week, guys. I'm really sad to hear about it, but there's a reason I'm doing Friday night TV. I am no longer the host of A Toy Kind of Mood on Tuesday. I'm stepping down for Patrick Snyder. Patrick Snyder will be taking over after that horrible Indiana Jones fan stream. The fans don't want it. He can't handle it, but he is taking my offer of a pack of Marlboros and a glass of whiskey to take over Toy Kind of Mood on Tuesday. So Patrick Snyder, the guy's amazing. I met him at Comic Cons. I hope you enjoyed. No, I'm kidding, guys. A Toy Kind of Mood. Anyway, Patrick Snyder, Indiana Jones. We're gonna cover that. What did you guys think about it? Start the questions up. What did you guys think of the Indiana Jones fan stream? It was the first one. It's the Black Series team. It was real confusing, somewhat disappointing. If you love Indiana Jones, the character, you were in love. But there was a lot to talk about. But there will be a deep cut on Tuesday, and I'll get to that in a minute. Before that, we'll get into the memes. What else we got here? All right, my dude, Dreadnought. He is the heart and soul of A Toy Kind of Mood. He would never talk to me again if Patrick took over. What's up, Dreadnought? What's going on? Cuck Island is already stole like the first nothing, because what are we doing? All right, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, Fabio, get your ass in here. But anyway, he'll be joining us soon, hopefully. And here we go. First meme, Chaz the Guru's on fire. And I want to send a special shout out to Figure God. He's kind of like taking a step back. I miss the guy. His memes are unbelievable, but Chaz holding it down. What do we think of this, guys? What do we think of what's going on here with this? Hasbro, are they to blame for the high figure prices? I love the Agatha meme. So funny. Let me know in the comments what you think about these $24.99 Marvel Legends. Not feeling it, guys. Just not. Definitely not. All right. What else we got? And if my guys want to talk about it on Tuesday, that Chahod Bath, please do. What else we got? Here we go. Another top meme of the week, of course, from Chaz. Hey, I didn't have to dig too far. You just go to his Instagram, Chaz the Guru. If Boba Fett figures cost more to assemble, then pay the kids in the factories less money. Yeah. Follow me. Yeah. Dummy. Yeah. In LA. Yeah. Follow me for that advice. Yeah. Oh, man. You're killing it, boy. What else we got? Oh, shout out to Fred Broca and G.I. Zen. Dude, they post the same thing. These two guys, I don't know if you're heavy in the Joe community, but I got them confused. We didn't get to talk about it because I didn't have my audio set up on this new laptop, and I couldn't hear a guy that was doing audio only too well, and that's my man Fred Broca. So apologize to Fred.Broca on Instagram, but man, this is funny. I can't wait. I'm in like 8 or 9 of these GI Joe groups, and we're gonna be waiting a couple days, and it's just gonna be Sky Striker ship. Anyone got one for me and my kid at a low price? Come on, it's inflation. I'm hurting here. I need one. Oh man, what else we got in the comments? Oh man, you guys are great. This is overwhelming. I'm like both nervous and happy that I have people watching me at this point. It's great. The shifting blame is a joke. On average, 54% of inflation is corporate. No, exactly. All right. I like the Indiana Jones 112 scale, or 6 inches. We're here late at night, 6 inches. But I think I'm going to just cherry pick some of them. And how deep can this line really get? I don't know. It's like, well, they keep making new movies with more or less the same guy. So we'll see. We'll be talking about Indiana Jones in a bit. All right. He cleaned up on Black Friday, grabbed a bid at 25. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Unless it's, and even G.I. Joe, I got Recondo today as I opened up on the bit, and he shipped. I couldn't believe Target didn't cancel this bad boy because it was $18. So wait on your coupons. And I love classified. I'll pay 25, I'll pay 30, I'll pay 30. Don't let them know that. It's late at night. Hasbro's not listening. But look, $18.99, $19.99, that's what we should pay. If you can do it, if you can wait. I get it, but these big bad toy stores, some of these other companies, $25.99, $26.99, it's getting scary now. It's getting real scary. What else we got going on? It is Hasbro's fault. Yeah, maybe. It could be the retailers. There's that MSRP, guys. How about the Sky Striker? Did you guys get this bad boy or what? How many did we pre-order? Did you get two? Are you hoping to flip one? Do you think people are even going to buy one at flip with the inflation? I'm a little nervous about that. Always doing like the buy one to pay one. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. When we talking about and that isn't Kenobi we're talking about there. Yep. Cherry picking for life, dude. Have to nowadays. And I'm sure Zero Island, I love the H, is already asking people to ship him a Sky Strike. Yeah, he probably directly got Lenny's contact from somebody and even had to like hit the extension number and everything right from Pawtucket. And yes, we could swear it is Bitch Island. It's late at night. I'll be throwing F bombs all night. I do anyway on Tuesday. So, what else we got? I went for two, looking to trade for a second hiss. That's interesting. Bees Battlegrounds. You made it, man. Isn't it late where you're at? Thanks, dude. Really appreciate it. It is my guy Vlad. Here you go. One. Yep. Yeah, I'll be keeping one. hopefully, hopefully I get a couple $100 for the second one. I'm not gonna lie. Nothing wrong with that. We're crowdfunding. We're getting it made, right? Punk with toys. Oh yeah, you and the flag. How sad was it that you went, what was it, 36 Christmases without a flag? That's after you already have one. Really sad story there. I don't know if you guys missed it on Tuesday. That's my guy right there. Oh man, you guys are too much, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Oh, look at this. Overseas and all. Howdy. So I want to say something. Sergeant Slaughter, right? We're talking pop culture. He is pop culture. He's WWF, WWE. He is going to be at WrestleCon in Los Angeles in WrestleMania weekend. I think it's the weekend starts kind of Wednesday, Thursday, depending on events. The WrestleCon, the Mark Hitchcock Memorial Show, they call it now, at WrestleCon, the WrestleCon Super Show, will be on Thursday at the Globe Theater, which PWG is. So if you're local wrestling, you know, you're deep in wrestling, he's there. So WrestleCon, the convention, I'm sure it's at the convention center. I'm not exactly sure, but Sergeant Slaughter is going to be there. So I said this on What's on Joe Mind. My draw to go to Joe Fest was Sergeant Slaughter and Azazel. But if I can just meet Sarge at WrestleCon, I may not have to go to Joe Fest. Just saying. I don't know. I'll have to go. You guys going to Joe Fest? You guys Sky Striker? Let me know. 11:15 p.m. Nice. I love it. So the late night stuff's got some peeps. It is late as fuck. Yep. Even for us West Coast people, we go to bed at like 5. I got one mainly for the carded figures. Punk and his flag. Yeah, man. I was in tears by the end of that, man. I felt so bad for him in his childhood. Very traumatic. Yeah. I don't know if I couldn't believe we finished the rest of the show actually after that one. That was real tough. Real tough. Here we go. Go to Joe Fest. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't here's the thing, Dave. Don't offer people beds in public because even though you mean well and you mean an extra bed, they made a joke. And I won't do that to you on this show. I love you too much, but careful about that stuff. People down here get a little kooky. All right, man. What else we got going on next? All right, guys, let's just get rid of the bread and butter of our memes. Oh, snap. The notorious Cuck Island Boy is coming back hot as ever. That's my guy, Diaper Wildin' and shit. You know what I'm saying? And shit. The notorious, he's back. Be careful. You don't want to get got. And Love Chaz's way of saying it. Tell me your channel is clickbait without saying your channel is clickbait. I love it. The final episode. Is he gonna do one of those like almost like Attack on Titan? The final series, season one? The final series. I don't know if you got any anime peeps in the house, but it's starting to sound like that. But man, I don't know about this guy. He said he retired. He went to the major leagues. I was gonna offer him my spot and a toy kind of mood on Tuesdays, but I think he's gonna follow Mark Weber around from What's on Joe Mine and steal his Eternal Baseball League. So yeah, man, I don't know. This guy is he has 15K followers because he pays for them, man. They're bots, dude. The guy is the worst, but yeah, there you go. He buys followers. The meme is the best. Chaz is the goat. He is the absolute goat. And yeah, he's on fire. But let's get to the controversy of this, right? I don't know if you guys can read that, kind of stretch it out so you can read a little bit. My guy, GI Shark. Yo, Joe, man. GI Shark News. Check it out. Great channel. He's the artist, GI Shark. But anyway, look, if you want Dusty Rhodes to read this, check out Elite Legend. Kind of funny on that, how he did it. But I mean, the bottom line is this guy's supposed to go away. He's the notorious, he's the goat of Joe News, right? We're talking about Viper Island. And yeah, I mean, look, this is the most perfect set down way to do it. And you know, he went at my guy GI Shark, and yeah, it's just messed up. You know, I don't want to read the whole thing. Go to I actually subscribe to GI the artist GI Shark, GI Shark News, go Shark News, go to GI Shark there's that Instagram and go read this, follow him, give him a like. He needs a support on IG because man, this is some bullshit. But yeah, these are great statements. And yeah, I love number 2. I love that Viper Island said the Serpentor is not coming out. Yeah, that's some exclusive news. Some of this other stuff's really funny too. Dr. Mindbender Target exclusive. Yeah, there's an inside source, man. There's an inside source to everything. And again, if you're just joining me because you're a night owl, this is a toy kind of mood. Nah. And we're gonna be talking about some cool stuff. Right now, we're talking about my guy Diaper Cock Island, and he just can't stop just jacking fools, man. You know what I'm saying? Just grabbing shit from people, throwing it up, cutting people out of interviews, claiming it as him. He's the fear use king. The guy is unbelievable, man. I wanna buy him a coffee. Let me buy this guy a coffee. I might have to go to Canada and get some Tim Hortons for him, man. Let me see. All right, what else we got going on? And yeah, hell yeah. GA Sharks and Black Gangus's checklist is amazing. Go follow my guy KJ Black Gangus on Instagram. And yeah, what do you guys think about this whole thing? It's messed up. And this guy he just won't go away. It's yeah, jacking for content. That should be like Moody Cube coming out, right? But yeah, it's a lot. And yeah, it's unbelievable what's happening. This guy just doesn't stop, and he attacks people who do give credit, who do give props. JT Prime, of course, over at his tank, and he's been on point. And of course, we talked about those code names and everything for a little bit. And but this we don't really have a whole lot there. You know what I mean with that? So, it could be just the figures that we already know they're coming out, but yeah, we had some fun with that on Tuesday. So if you didn't see it, you might have. It's the most anticipated GI Joe show. We had a murderer's row that night. It's awesome, and thanks for everyone who did watch. And we kind of like had a little fun with this, but all of us are just like, dude, I don't know what is up with these code names and everything. But look, here we go. He said his piece. Yeah, he did. Paint 20 samples, get some credit. And yeah. Oh, wait, here we go. Bitch, Island Dude is trash. I mean, it's saying it lightly a little bit. The controversy didn't end there, guys. It was kind of that kind of week. And it's the end of all things. If you guys know about the guru there, the Spectre Creative, he's a former brand manager at Mattel, right? So former keyword, but he has 3 sources. They're unidentified. and he didn't disclose them. And so far, I'm looking at all the toy news, and they're not really covering this. But supposedly, big news is that is the end of all things for Masters of the Universe, as you can see here, canceled by Mattel. Why Motu Origins and Masterverse ended a short He-Man toy run. Are you guys collecting this line? Let's talk about. We could talk about bitch ass Cuck Island if we're not. But look, we have a nice comment here. It just doesn't stop, right? Scott Nyclick is straight garbage. You know what I'm gonna say, Michael Frenchie, and thank you for watching. I love the avatar you got there. It's real funny. And yeah, look at this. Pixel Dan shot this down hyper fast. And so did I know my roommate watches Geek Dad Life. I know he's a friend of our my dude Ken Poe. Shout out to Toy Connections. But yeah, okay, so shot that down. So if you're trying to get rid of your Masterverse, think twice. Um, I mean, it's hard to blame him when, he does know the business. And you do see this every time you go to your Target, right? I mean, this is from Scott. So maybe he went in the back room, stock room, and brought them all out. And no, I'm kidding. That really is how it looks at that's how it looked at every Target about 6, 8 months ago. I don't even think they have that pack, but now it's Hordak and She-Ra and they're on mega clearance. But man, it's great if you're a fan, right? The prices that we're paying is awesome for this line. I don't know if I want to continue buying it because it's on clearance, or I don't know if I want to stop. It's kind of I'm on the line. I almost threw them up on eBay today, and I'm glad that Dan shut it down. So thanks for letting us know that, Flawed. Really appreciate that. What else we got going on? Yep. A clearance. Yeah, there's no reason to pay for any of these at full price. Um, the Mattel Creations, and we'll talk about that in a bit. Their stuff is still flips. So, that stuff is still worth some money. Here we go. Yeah, it's been shot down by a lot of people, but that's what we're here to do, right? We're all here to shut it down on a toy kind of mood at night as well. And I love that you guys are providing all this info because I didn't know a lot of this stuff. I only watched what I watched or heard what I heard. So I really, really appreciate that. You know what? I was gonna wait for my guy, but I'm gonna have a beer without him, and I need to have a sip. You guys keep chatting. He's out to prove everyone was right. I freaking love that. And yeah, this is a point I was gonna make. I actually have this in my notes, Mr. Speck. You don't crowdfund Eternia, and you also don't do this. I mean, do you put this on Mattel Creations too? Yeah, probably unlikely, right? I mean, you're not. I don't know. He is the former brand manager, like I said. There's also another season of Masters of the Universe Revelation called Revolution. Don't you think they'd want to wait and see what Kevin Smith does with that first, before just canceling it just doesn't make sense. Of course, to boost Netflix, you want some product out there, right? So I don't know, guys. We also have this is the Frogmonger. Okay, so next Tuesday, January 17th at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, $18. But it comes with a book, and well, I guess they all do. But it's a nice looking, fun little thing. It actually kind of ties in with one of the figures we're going to talk about later. But let's see what else we got going on here. Black Genghis. Mode 2 ain't going anywhere, but it will be less pronounced. There you go. Yeah, I agree. They're not gonna have like 50 She-Ras there anymore, I don't think. I think they'll be a little bit smarter about distribution. Yeah. I know it kills lines, but yeah, I won't buy G.I. Joe Classified I mean, if I see it on clearance, I'll buy it, but I'm not waiting for clearance with G.I. Joe Classified, except for some of those retros. Like, I don't care to have really another Baroness, Destro, and Lady J unless I can pay $10 each. I'm not gonna lie. But the rest of the line, I mean, shit, I bought 6 Snake Eyes for the price. So what else we got going on? Motu is stacked at my targets. Yep, everywhere. It's kind of sad to see. Yeah, and it is in SoCal. And yes, so the Masters of the Universe, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Netflix series, I believe is canceled. Right? That's what I did here. I think even Spectre Creative said that. Again, we're not believing everything he says. So let me know there. And so yeah, it would make sense that the toys are canceled if the show is. Yeah, this is hilarious. Yeah, I kind of wish I had this as a bit, Mike. You're stealing shit for me, but yeah, it is kind of funny how during the pandemic, there's nothing. My Walmarts are wiped out, and we had pictures. I posted millions of them in 2020 and 2021, and now that there's not an empty peg in sight, and they're floundering with stuff. I mean, you got Marvel Legends, everything. You even got Joe's Tiger Force. You got this bad boy. I see tons of these and bazookas and all that stuff. Duke Ram. Tiger Force savers are everywhere, and people are like, oh, look at these peg warmers. So shout out to Marauder Rubin. He loves that joke. And what else we got going on here? Checking in with some folks. Only buy Mo2 full price. It's a figure you love. Oh, then wait. Yep. That's how I am with a lot of lines. So I did buy like the X-Men 3-packs from Marvel Legends on Amazon, but I'm like, maybe those will go on. Like now it's like, and that's going to be like our top topic. If I can get Fabio here, we were going to talk about the pre-order crisis. Is there a cancel crisis with pre-orders? Are people clearance? Is there a clearance crisis with it? Are people like waiting and not doing pre-orders? I mean, some of this Mezco stuff that I want to get into is not sold out yet, which is insane for Mezco, Mezco Toyz. So that's just a crazy thing that we got going on here. What else we got going on? I get the stuff I want. Yep. Frogmonger, give me that. Give me that. All right. Zazel. I don't care. Mo2 Origins leaves retail so long as it's available online. So that was, that was one thing. If we're going to get anything from Spectre Creative, he did say that it could continue online when he was like, my sources, my 3 sources say it's done, but they meant done like Target and Walmart, big toy stores and stuff like that. So big box retailers, if you will. What else we got going on here? Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, because it's Mattel Creations. That stuff. I mean, want to make a few bucks. I'm not gonna lie. All right, what else we got going on? You guys are great. I can't keep up. This is unbelievable. My guy Dreadnought. More online than the story. Yeah, without the entertainment. So we still have Revolution, hasn't been canceled yet. So I would expect to see Revolution in the big box retailers. But again, if they're just all getting on clearance, then maybe there'll be entertainment, but maybe they won't be too much in there. And here's my dude, Ronnie LaCure. Love the intro, looking snazzy. The intro was made by the other host, who you'll see on Tuesday, Bobby. Bobby Behar did the intro. Great job on that. Little late night Tonight Show vibes from the Carson era. Big shout out to Bobby. What guys, you guys are crushing it right now. Let's see what else we can get into. All right, Indiana Jones. Who watched the stream on Wednesday? And I mean, what did you guys think? I know you had some earlier comments, but let's get into it now. I don't know. Just to answer this question, actually, you know what? Screw that. Let's answer. I just got to catch up with this chat first, but we will talk Indiana Jones. So start talking about it now if you want. Is he the former brand manager for? I didn't know. I don't know. He's been a former brand manager for a while, so it wasn't like he got fired last week. So you think and most of his videos are about Mo2. You know what I mean? So yeah. What else we got? Oh yeah, I think we did that one. Man, here we go. Like the toy game, Mo2 is not going anywhere. Well, we got 2 sides to that. Look at that. Bring the beef. I saw boatloads of Rakondo today. Yeah, I want to pop this bad boy out while you guys chat. But Zero Cobra Python. So the Python officer, mine said delayed till January 19th. So yeah, what the fuck indeed. Flawed shit as kids in the 80s. We didn't call it anything a peg warmer. We just walked in and got what we want. Yeah, it's crazy, guy. If you found, I mean, there was stuff that was hard to find. Actually, there was peg warmers. I'm not gonna lie. So my favorite toy as a kid, if you haven't already known, was the Hasbro WWF figures. And tell me not, but I don't know about we had a Toy Works, a Chow, and yeah, Toys R Us. So I asked my grandfather, God bless his soul, greatest guy alive, greatest guy, Lucian. But anyway, I'd ask him, hey, can you bring me to Toys R Us and bring my best friend? And we were wrestling fanatics. We had, almost all of them, but we wanted like Bret Hart, Yokozuna, Undertaker, Razor Ramon. And it was always like Skinner and then that Hulk Hogan that like did this kind of thing. And then you had like that one who was like the arms. They were peg warmers, man. Skinner And I don't even know it was like Crush or something. There was a lot of peg warmers from that line I remember. So I understand what you're saying, but there's also probably a lot less variety if you're thinking like maybe the Batman Kenners, right? So how many you gonna have Joker, the Goon, and a variety of Batman, but there's always like probably one Batman you couldn't find. It wasn't like you could always find things. Like back then, toys were rare as well. There were scalpers, it's just not on eBay. But how are we looking at this guy? Man, I like the little bit of Rakondo. Oh yeah, I got a lot of bright lights here for this green screen. So it's not gonna look as good, but man, he's looking snazzy. Oh, he's got a little mullet. Cool Tiger Force, but yeah, anyway, what else we got happening here? Man. Yeah, more selective now in the nostalgia craze. Yep, exactly. Yeah, well, that's the the nostalgia craze was us locked in our homes for a year and a half or 2 years. So yeah, that's it. What else? Yeah, I'm taking after you, my man. I'm learning from the best. All right, what else? Lots of indie. All right, let's get into indie. All right. Not enough supporting characters. Yeah. It's lots of indie. It is a lot of indie. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look who's in the house. We gave you a shout out earlier. It's gonna be funny and sad, and the story's real to be true. Okay, so there's two sides to every story. Elite Legend says R.I.P. Motu. Man. And yep, good old KB always. Oh man, you got yeah. I'd get Skinner on clearance and the Viking or the Berserker, whatever name he decided to use. But yep, scarcity makes a toy line valuable, but not to collectors, to scalpers and flippers. The whole point is to have toys on the shelf. But yeah, but people like having things that no one has. Like you buy a certain car, or you buy, whatever it is. People like Air Jordans, right? You want Air Jordans because now I think everyone has Air Jordans, but there's still those limited ones, like those off white. Off white sell out 1 second. Whenever I use that sneakers app, it's gone because it's that that goddamn thing. I can't think of the term, but that whole hype beast hype beast, the whole hype beast thing. And figures are getting that. They're like, we got hype beasts with figures. And yeah, I love when Zazel on his show talks about scalpers in Australia. Did you see the comment about Sarge at WrestleCon? I think I tagged you in that too. So yeah, man, I don't know about Joe Fest because man, if I can meet Sarge and not have to go more than 20 minutes, that might do it for me. And here we go. Zazel, aren't you a retail manager? Run the scalpers out. All right, here we go. All right, so more Indiana Jones talk. And look, we're gonna go deep into Indiana Jones, both fan streams, because the news is Power Rangers, go Power Rangers, and it is the 30th anniversary of Power Rangers. Shout out to Dave Story. January 17th, that's Tuesday. That's also every week a toy kind of mood at what is it? 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. So just hours before that is a fan stream, and we got the crew to talk about that, and we'll go deep into that. And my thoughts on the whole Indiana Jones thing, the whole fan stream, just really quickly. I thought it was a more polished, more relaxed, tightly edited kind of it was a brighter presentation. It had the prettier fan stream overlay, snappier paste. And you know what? The Hasbro team had more fun than usual. They showed more enthusiasm. They were showing like the new movie trailer and kind of like they were playing with the role play items, kind of things they didn't do with Star Wars. So I gave him a lot of, give him a lot of credit there. The problem is these toys themselves, right? So there's 3 lines. Worlds of Adventures. It's a kids line. I mean, do kids even still want toys? Let's be real here. The Adventures of Indiana Jones. So that's their retro Kenner line. And yeah, guy, I mean, it is the Black Series too. So it is their Black Series, their Adventure, Indiana Jones Adventure Series. So, I don't know, guys. There were 3 figures that were released on at least on pre-order, and you're looking at them right there, and 2 of them are Indiana Jones. Now, as KJ did mention, shout out to Black Genghis. There's deep cut right there with the Obi-Wan, Club Obi-Wan, Indiana Jones. You get the Professor, Han Solo, Indiana Jones in the middle. And also the professor, no, Walter Donovan, he comes complete with his zombie head as well from the Last Crusade. So I don't know, guys. I mean, looking good, but lots of indie. Now, here's the big news. I present to you the peg warmer of the year. This is their Star Wars Rose. Sorry, Rose. I like you. I like you in the movies, but Helena Shaw, we're gonna see more you than Masters of the Universe Revelation figures at our Targets at Walmart's because yeah, it just I can't see this moving at all. Very questionable release. Uh and more great news, guys. And this is the pipeline which they continue for Black Series. Short round. Is he kind of like the Omega version? Yeah, I mean, is he gonna cost $24.99 and be like 5'2"? But look, the next three figures are Indiana Jones, Hot Toddy, Temple of Doom, Indy, the hypnotized Indiana Jones. Maybe Melanie Jones will want that one. All right, and then what else we got? Old Grandpa Indiana Jones from the new movie. Three of the four figures are Indiana Jones. That's like having three Wolverines and three Snake Eyes in your wave. It's a little much, right? But there isn't. I mean, we're talking movies. How many are there? I don't know, six or five? There's going to be six. There's four, five. I don't know. I'm not a big indie guy. Just letting you guys know. What do you think? I mean, we getting peg warmers here. Let's look in the comments. Yeah, I agree. The Worlds of Adventures. It's yeah. They just a kid's gonna want Indiana Jones. They're gonna remember that. These movies are as old as shit, man. Come on. I don't think so. Yeah, exactly. This is the best comment of the night. No, David Allen. Yeah, and just backtracking a bit here. Oh yeah, it is going to be epic. And I mean, you're going to have dinner with the Sarge, and other people can have dinner with the Sarge too, right? So let us know how they can do that. But I get to see Sarge 20 minutes away and not in Atlanta. So I don't know, guy. What else we got here? Sarge, I'm coming to Sarge and Reds in Michigan. Go Blue on April 23rd for anyone in that area. I know Dreadnought Ryan, you're in Michigan. You gonna go see the Sarge? I know he's real busy these days. So um, what else we got? PA toy samples. I'm gonna sound crass, but both times Indiana Jones had toy lines, they didn't do well. Well, can't fault them for trying. And they seem to be very enthused and relaxed. Like I said, you know who I wanted to see? Steven Spielberg, Golden Globe, right? He was there. He was with Ku Kwang and someone who relate to him. Yeah, it's his wife, Willie Scott. We don't get a Willie Scott figure, guys. Come on, it's Steven Spielberg's old lady. Look, we had a figure back in the day. Oh man, come on. We could do with that. We could do with that. We don't need 19 Indiana Jones when we don't have a Willie Scott. Come on, those are the old adventures. But guys, are we gonna get twisted with this adventure word? Worlds of Adventure, Adventures of Indiana Jones, Indiana Jones Adventure Series. I mean, guys, they could be a little more creative with the names. Just saying. But here we go. Yep, gimme Willie. Henry Jones, Grill Knight, Mola fucking Ram, and Elsa. A Nazi troop builder pack. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna fly under Hasbro's brow, but you never know. Even if it has Harrison Ford smothered on the packaging, I don't know. A Nazi troop builder pack in these times. Dreadnought is still up. He's up. What do we? We're almost at like 1139. Thanks, man. Four movies. They may not have the likeness rights. They can't even get Steven Spielberg's wife. All right, what else we got going on? Black Genghis, less money towards tooling for single. Yeah, of course. And yeah, if you can sell Indiana Jones, then they'll make more. I get it. It's and it's the great Star Wars team coming up with the names. They don't do creative. Young Indy would do good. It would be good. I don't know if it'd do good. You didn't say do good. I did. I said Indiana Jones, man. I want to check in with my guest. I almost want to call him because it's like gave him 40 minutes. He said he was driving. uh let's keep the chat flowing and yeah, crack yourself a drink and let's talk indie. All right. I'll ask you guys this question. I'll ask the audience this question, right? Which one of these are you pre-ordering, if any? Are you pre-ordering any of these? Please tell me. Please tell me so I can contact my guests. Get the chat going. Mr. Jones and me. All right. Imagine I should call him live on air. Should I do that? Let's call. I'm going to call him. Fuck it. I'm going to call him. Let's see. See if I can get a hold of him. He's probably watching, being like, what a dick.
Please leave your
Oh, no. He ain't making it. He's still on set. I don't know why, or he just don't like me. He's like, if I can't do articulated comic book art, I can't do it. You know what? I might have to talk Mezco with you guys because that's just how it's gonna go. Right. Anyway, we're losing time, we're losing track, and I'm moving on to the next thing. What else we got? Fabster taking a power dump. Yeah, probably at Sony. Look who it is. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? All right. So anyway, all right, he ain't ghosting shit. He's just taking a power dump. Look. We're just in time, but I want to open it up with I love this toy news. Shout out to them, Toy Farce. We're celebrating the 3-year pre-order anniversary this Sunday of Michael Keaton Batman. Are you kidding me? And let me tell you about this guy I know, Fabio, mean kid, bad seed, hurts people. And he's on the show today. Fabio, what up?
Hey.
Just me.
The Trav dog. What's up?
Oh, what's up?
Look at you, man. Oh my God. I feel underdressed.
Yeah, you got a brewski?
I didn't even get a chance to stop. I got nothing. I got water.
Well, I'm the host that I'm drinking. How about that?
Yeah,
you know
that's
what?
fine. That's great for you. I'm happy.
Let's
I
get
love that.
it is great. It is great for me. How's today? How's set?
It was fine. They used us a lot before lunch. Didn't use us at all after. So just fucking sat there. It's kind of cool. But that's okay because I had a bunch of stuff to plan for the ACBA podcast next week because we're doing our year-end show special called the Figgy Awards, our version of the Dundee Awards, essentially. So we'll be doing, best and worst of the year categories, kind of senior superlative style. So should be a fun show. That'll be our opportunity to dress up, actually, Travis.
Nice, man. I can't wait for that. And we got some people. They are excited because you just flew in on a private jet to the A Toy Kind of Mood at Night Studios here to join us, and we got people in the house. Your guy KJ,
hell yeah, he is. I'm broadcasting live from the Mez compound.
There you go. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. But anyway, let's get into this stuff. So we are celebrating a big, it's a big deal, man. I mean, we're gonna get nuts. Come on.
Mm-hmm. That's how I'll be celebrating. I think I'm gonna just eat nothing but nuts tomorrow or Sunday, I guess. Right? I think it'll just be. I'll just have like little like cocktail nuts all over the place. What's the best way to celebrate? Well, let's get nuts, but on some real shit. I mean, it's been 3 years, bro. This is crazy.
Unbelievable. And look at this. Join the wait list, aka Batman Forever. We've been waiting forever. I mean, what do you got? I mean, what is there to say, right?
Well, with the last month, really, I mean, and into the end of last year, and then right now, as we're starting this year already, like there's been a lot of stuff coming from Mezco, like at once. We already just got the charge notification, or we got an email today, actually.
I got one today too,
saying that they're going to be charged. They're going to begin the charging process like next week. So that's actually kind of rare that they give us an email before the charge notification, because usually the charge notification is how you know that they're about to start charging it. So that's because so much stuff is hitting at once. We've had, I mean, I just got the sod cutter in up here, the new Atticus Doom, the Crow. I still need to pick up my Alien, Constantine, Predator, and now Conan, and now whatever they're going to be revealing. I mean, we just had a drop this week, 112 day yesterday, so there's no shortage of stuff coming from Mezco. And I think if the backlog is starting to get cleared, then I think, if Conan has been on track for this and Michael Keaton Batman is still on track for February, maybe.
3 years, man. 3 years. Look, if you guys are just joining us, here we have Fabster 360, aka Fabster Live. We'll be talking Mezco 112 day. Big celebration yesterday. Lots of cool things are happening. Lots of news reveals and whatnot. But before that, man, we had ourselves a kick-ass time. And I think, how do you think she's feeling right now with yeah. So we didn't see Mercedes Monet at the forum, so she didn't get to blow that up. But with everything going on in WWE, we did see this though. Tell me not. I mean, was this one of the best shows you've ever been to?
Stacked card, and not only was Dynamite great, but this Dynamite itself was better than the last time they were in town. But just the overall experience was way better because we had a nice amount of time to pregame, got to hang out a good amount of the day before. The actual event. We got there early enough to actually watch Dark Elevation. Dynamite was a tremendous episode, and then we actually had Rampage after, because last time they did Rampage actually live on Friday instead of pre-taping. So just, what was it, like 5-6 hours of wrestling, dude? It was incredible.
Yeah, it was 5 hours. We even had like a special special dark match after, and it was one of the best. This was the best. This had to be. It's tough because I went to WrestleMania weekend. I didn't go to WrestleMania in New York, but I went to WrestleMania weekend, and that was wild because you just go from one show to one show. So I would say this was a top 3 wrestling experience for me, other than when you're a kid and like my dad took me to like Royal Rumble. So that's, how can I ever top that, right?
Yeah,
like Luger,
right.
Bret Hart and all that. But I mean, as a drinking adult, Japan is number 1. Obviously, I went to I don't even know, 12 shows or something like that when I was there in 2 weeks. And then I mean, I've had so many great experiences with PWG and Bola. And guys, don't worry, we're talking toys, we're talking Mezco, but Fabio and I went to AEW Dynamite on Wednesday. But this past weekend, I was at the Globe downtown and saw a wonderful Battle of Los Angeles after 2 years of kind of good ones, but we're worried about COVID, and then 1 year of a decent one, and then 2 years off. This was a tremendous Bola, and then this was easily the best televised pro wrestling night, on cable TV, better than any Raw. I've never even been to, I don't know, I have, better than any Raw, SmackDown, or previous AEW or anything.
Oh yeah.
What a freaking awesome night. And dude, we had a surprise that night, and there's us just having a good ass time. Shout out to Bill McKenna, got me that cool shirt. And there's Kenny Omega. What'd you think of the game 7 of that great trios tag?
I thought it was great, man. I honestly thought Death Triangle would retain, but that's personal bias because I love them from, the Lucha Brothers specifically from Lucha Underground days. So I'm biased, but you had to know. I mean, this was, Kenny's big sort of return angle, and you weren't just going to bring back one of the top stars and not have him get the title back, But I think that the fact that they made it a big 7 series made it more exciting rather than just an immediate, Kenny's back and now he's got the title,
Right. Yep. And they had a variety of matches. It's funny because you're like, oh, the Young Bucks, they don't tell stories, they just flip and all this, but they told a story in every match. Every match felt different. Every match had a different, and it wasn't because every match had a theme, like a ladder match or a cage, whatever, no holds barred. It's because they told a different story in each match, with telling a story within the ring. And then towards the end, they raised the stakes with some of these specialty matches. But I did feel it could have used another 5 or 10 minutes. But I mean, it was perfect as is.
It was a little abrupt.
They were kind of rushing for time, but it wasn't super. We still got a good 20 minutes of it. So it wasn't it was a 10-minute match they had to rush. It was great. But I would have loved another 5 or 10 minutes. It was unbelievable, and I can't wait to see these guys in person again. And man, Adam Fabio, baby. He came back.
Basically. when I get out the shower, yes.
Do we have any wrestling fans in the house? Looks like we don't, because we lost some people. But look, stick around. We're going to talk Mezco 112 day. Actually, now. All right, let's get
listening. Travis and I had a lovely time on Wednesday. And we want to talk about it. God damn.
Yeah, guys. I know. Oh, it is also late. it's almost midnight, so I'll give people that. But it's Friday.
It is
And we're
Friday.
not toy kind of mood. Hey guys.
At night. Oh my God.
At night.
Anything could happen at night.
Anything. So what can happen here with 112 day?
So 112 day is over, basically. 112 day was yesterday. I talked about it on my channel on Monday as like your kind of go home show for what to expect. And it was basically exactly what we thought it was going to be. It was the hashtag that you post pictures with. There's like a photo contest. You can have as many entries as you want with photos. Yep. Hashtag 112 day until I think the 21st. So they collect all the entries until the 21st, and then the winner will get revealed at some point afterwards. I forget how many winners there will be, but it's a huge, huge prize pack. So it's going to be amazing for whoever does win it. There was the drop, of course, which was the Death Adder, which I know you got, right? That's kind of crazy.
Right. We'll get into that in a second, but let me address some of these Mez questions here now that you're here. Okay, did my guy David Speck. Okay, I've seen and read all the Robo reviews, which was his figure of the year. Sell me on the Crow Fabster.
What's there to sell? It's the single best Crow figure of all time. Outside of Hot Toys, I suppose. But, if you're into the 6-7 inch scale, nobody's doing a better Crow than that. NECA did Staction figures back in the day. The Diamond Selects are... I like Diamond. I like most of what they do, but those Crow figures are not it. Accessories are good on them. I'm actually trying to get one of those for the chair, but no, there's no touching what this Crow figure. I don't even have it with me. It's back in his display over there, but I only brought the Spooky Boys out right now, but because it's Friday the 13th.
Yeah, of course, which makes sense. It's Friday the 13th, guys. Stick around. We're gonna get scary.
Dude, the Crow is it's just gorgeous, man. So many. I mean, he even has just one of the best bodies. I ended up buying just a second body just by itself, just because this is one of the. I showed you this, Travis, when you came on Wednesday, but this is the Gomez body.
Naked. You tend to show me naked bodies when I come to your place.
Usually it's mine, but this time I had a small one on hand.
Thankfully, it wasn't yours. Thankfully, it wasn't yours.
This is the best way to kind of show this off. But like, if this Crow figure had been done like 3 years ago, it would have been on the same body as this Ash, which is that original kind of Joker. Spock
you could
body,
see all the different articulation,
single jointed elbow and everything, and just a little mini diaphragm. And this was kind of the body that they had used for like quote unquote realistic proportion live action characters, but when so much of it is covered by soft goods, like it just makes so much sense to just have a more articulated body. And the fact that they gave it their most articulated body is amazing. And that also kind of shows that they added a new neck for this body too, because normally this would be like the Gomez neck. So this is like just a gorgeous figure, man.
Yeah. Did you even know that I called you on the air?
I know. I saw it. I was literally about to.
Okay. And that's why you were like, "Oh, I better turn my camera on. He's calling me."
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Here's the next question. Or not even a question, just a statement. He wanted a Mezco Alien Queen, but he probably won't get that till he's really old in a wheelchair.
Nah, I don't think Mezco will make an Alien Queen.
Oh, okay, so it's not happening at all. Vlad, he's jealous of our stacked AEW evening, and I mean, yeah, who wouldn't be? I mean, look at this card, right? I mean, look, we can go back and forth. We'll talk about everything. You guys want to still talk about Cuck Island, Indiana Jones? We'll talk about it. But yeah, man, it's that was like that's not all right. Everyone was like, all right, so Triple H took over, right? Let's get dirty with this.
Oh, we're going back to wrestling.
It took over. It took over. We talk about whatever. We'll talk about pots and pans if they're nice quality ceramic. Look, but Triple H took over. WWE got hot again. Thankfully, WWE hasn't sold to the Saudis yet. So, but that didn't help. That didn't help the PR. But AEW is just putting out all elite wrestling. They're just way better wrestling. I mean, there's three. We were there live. We had great seats. There was at least 3 4-star matches on a freaking TV show. I mean, you might have to get 3 4-star matches at a New Japan pay-per-view, right? And then like you might not even get those at an AEW pay-per-view. I mean, I've done some AEW. I do a lot of wrestling reviews. Check out geekshavegame.com. And there's been some pay-per-views where there wasn't even 3 4-star matches at the pay-per-view. We got 3+ 4-star matches on a televised show. It's crazy with commercials and like they have to rush, like we said. and it was just, and then everything else was still like at the worst. I mean, I'm talking about AEW Dynamite, not the other stuff, but at worst 3 stars to like 3.5, maybe 3. You know, it was like we had good. Everything else you see there was good.
Yeah,
Like,
there was no
It
good
was
time to go to
nothing.
the bathroom.
You couldn't go. No, it was a couple times where I was like, oh, I went the perfect time because like you don't want to miss like we come back for like an entrance. But yeah, it was tremendous. And even like that was like I haven't watched Elevation or Dark Elevation in months. And it was fun. That was a fun show for like a little warm up, you know, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh yeah.
yeah. All right. What else we got? WrestleMania 3. He was there. Yeah, because you're old as shit. Lawrence. What else all right, here we go. Is sophisticated shows. What is the best wrestling territory? Are we still in the territory days? You mean all time? Well, what do you think, Fabio? You're not even old enough to know what a territory is, are you?
Yeah, that's NWA and all that, right? No?
Yeah, I mean,
NWA was
NWA was Jim Crockett
yeah,
Productions, I would
NWA was
say.
that kind of like it wasn't like Mid-South and then a few other things merged with it and then it became that. I don't know.
Okay, so it started off as Jim Crockett Promotions, but yeah, there was a lot of when McMahon, you know, they called it the New York territory, started
Mhm.
buying all the other ones. Some of the other ones that didn't get bought out, or they all pretty much got bought out by McMahon. But
Yeah.
the wrestlers who refused to go work for New York, they went to WCW, but that was Jim Crockett, and then of course it was sold to Ted Turner, and the rest is history. My favorite though, I think, was the Von Erich one. That was the one I grew
Mm.
up with. I mean, I wasn't old enough to see it live, but they had like the tapings. I mean, when you grew up in cable TV in the 80s, you could watch the territories on like random ass channels. I mean, they would have it on like not even like TNN. It was like TV 38. Like, what the hell is TV 38? And you would just like they'd have wrestling at like it would be during the day at like 2 o'clock, like after a game show. It was like, it was like crazy stuff. Hollywood Squares, and then they would just have like old territory wrestling. Like it was a lot of cool wrestling growing up in the 80s. But we have a Mezco comment. And yeah, man, we'll skip ahead to Mezco a little bit. Yeah, the Crow Fig is insane. Black Angus isn't right. Yeah, it's what they tried to do, and they almost got 1 million views. But you know what? It's like every AEW fan I know doesn't even have cable, so it's hard for me to even like
Mm,
go by that. And like I'm
that's true.
sure
I mean,
people have
I watch everything
cable.
on streaming.
Yeah, exactly. And like everybody I know who has cable, they would probably only know what WWE is. You know what I mean? They're like casual as fuck or older people, whatever. So yeah, people get hurt, and there's no doubt about it. All right, Brian King in the house. What up, dude? The Crow Fig will be your first. That's a good first
Oh,
Mezco figure
look
right
what
now.
David said. Look what David said.
Which one am
Oh,
I looking at
one more,
now?
one more down.
Oh, this one. Okay, I ordered the Crow. You're like, hey, there's a few Davids. I'm my wife. Well, I'm giving my wife your number so she can yell at you, not me. Yeah, dude, he bought the Crow. Yeah, because
I'll
it went
catch
up.
that smoke. Sure.
Nice.
This is what's called being an influencer or an
Exactly. You
enabler.
definitely. That's why I have you on the show. I asked Viper Island, but he refused. So we have you. But look, here it
Oh
is.
yeah, this was the drop for 112 day, man. This was
Yeah. Yep.
I don't want to, put on my Fabstradamus hat. But I
Well,
did
hold on, Fabio. Hold on, Fabio. I had an intro. When the going gets too tough for the tough to get going, there's only one thing left to do. Call in the Hazard Squad. All right, never mind. Deft Adder. Go ahead. Sorry.
You wrote that? That's so clever, dude.
I didn't write it. That was from Mezco's website.
Oh, I was about to be impressed.
You didn't even know it. What
No,
kind
I'm
of
just
Mezco
I knew
mastermind
it.
are you? You don't
I
even
knew it.
know
I
the
just wanted
quote.
I just wanted you to say it so that people don't know.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
Oh,
yeah.
well, go ahead. Take it away.
Yeah, man, I basically called this. At least said that it would be a possibility because there's this kind of like running list right now of things that Mezco has shown that have not actually gone up for pre-order. I think Firefly is in there. Storm Shadow is in there. Planet of the Apes or Conquest of the Planet of the Apes is in there. And then the stuff from this past RumbleCon, when was it? October. It was the Death Adder was revealed, the Atticus Doom Necroverse edition that we already have in hand, the Slugfest of the titular Slugfest Emporium of Badassery, and those were all basically on the slate to possibly be this 112-day exclusive. But in 112 days past, at least 2 years ago, they did a Batman first, and then last year they did the oh my god, what was it? They've done a licensed exclusive and a Rumble Society exclusive in the 2 years before this that they've done an actual release on 112 day. So it was really up in the air which way it was going to go this year, and they did choose to go more 112. Rumble Society makes sense for like the titular line, but man, they showed up with this one. This is one we've been waiting for a while. The Death Adder is another member of Gomez's Hazard Squad, to go with Commander Gomez or Gold Commander Gomez, whichever you prefer, as seen in the Hazard Squad mini comics that they came with, which is these guys here. Waiting for Travis to blow me up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, guys, if you're a G.I. Joe fan, stick around because I got Death Adder too, and I'm talking G.I. Joe in a minute. So don't go yet. Wait like 2 minutes. But go ahead.
So Hazard Squad, it's not G.I. It's similar, but it's more an homage to Mattel's like Big Jim line. And it was like Big Jim's like action, Big Jim's pack, and pack is like an acronym for something. I mean, everything down from like this graphic that has all the squad members is like directly pulled from the Big Jim pack. So here you have, the first release, which was the Gomez. And then after he came out, they put up a fan vote online to say which next member of the Hazard Squad would you like to see first, between Death Adder, Ulysses Clamp McGuffin, and Depot Domus. And interestingly enough, when they did that fan vote, they had not revealed that they had the G.I. Joe license. So a lot of people obviously voted for Death Adder, wanting just a Mezco Snake Eyes, because they didn't even reveal that they were doing
that's how I knew
G.I. Joe license.
That's how I knew maybe a Snake Eyes was in the works too.
And by revealed, I mean when first shown in this comic and then put up for the fan vote, people were like, "Oh, cool! Now we can like get that, and then just put a Snake Eyes head, and we can have our Snake Eyes." And then the fan vote was over, months passed, and then the actual Snake Eyes went up. So
yeah, which is crazy.
This is cool.
And you know what? I was just gonna say, despite the release, I had my Snake Eyes pre-ordered. I still went and got myself a Death Adder as well. But
because you can just throw another Snake Eyes head on it. You can have 2 Mezco Snake Eyes.
Well, we already have like 10 from Hasbro. I think that's the thing.
So take any of your extra heads, or if you want your, your unmasked.
The head is the best part of this, though. I know it's got the blade body and for the most part and everything, but no, I mean, I think
is, by the way, the Gomez body. It is it's a slightly buffer, but just as articulated as this Gomez body. It's not as skinny armed like that. And
well, I'm sorry, the blade outfit, the physical cloth.
No, it's a totally different outfit.
Oh, someone did a side by side. Okay, good. I didn't save it for the show then.
Okay,
cool. I'm glad. Well, no, maybe the legs
on the pants. The boots are the same and the hands are the same, but all of the soft goods are all new patterns.
Yep. Hey, if anybody would know, it's you. That's why you're here.
I saw that side by side. They're literally. It was the MDX blade that has like the piping that goes down the legs. There's no piping going down those legs, brother, and it's got pockets.
Yep. And so yeah, we'll say peace to KJ. He should have stuck around because I'm about to talk about his favorite thing in the world in a second, but that's okay. He'll get it on the replay. He's replay gang for life. Eddie Rodriguez, what happened to my man Carnage? What's going on, dude? And yeah, another wrestling comment from DJ 5 Ash. I'm gonna go on a limb and say Jeff Jarrett and Jerry Lawler, Mid-South. Yeah, that's it. That's the most popular one, I would think.
Mid-South, yeah.
I'm a fan of IWCCW or World Class. I'm a World Class guy, but that's the territory I grew up with. And it's funny because I grew up watching you and I don't know, maybe you remember, you might be a young little kid, but Global Pro Wrestling, WWF bought it. It was like the Patriot, and that's where 1-2-3 Kids started. X-Pac, the Lightning Kid. Yeah.
That's fun.
So showing my age. World Class was great. But yeah, we'll talk everything. But you got more to talk about this before I get into my segment on Death Adder.
I mean, he was up for a while. Quantities looked like he was in like about 1,000 because some of the people are able to track the shopping cart numbers. So it's like, it's an exclusive. It is a Mezco in-house thing, but it wasn't like, it didn't have the immediate sort of sellout, website crashing experience, at least from last year. Oh yeah, last year's 112 exclusive was the Nosferatu Symphony of Horror that went up at midnight. And that crashed the website for whatever reason. So thankfully, that wasn't the case this time. It was pretty available. It's on wait list now. $95. I'd say pretty good chance it'll convert. I don't know that it really like sold out, but if you are trying to like build that squad, come on, you got to get the Death Adder.
I do have to address. Yeah, go ahead.
And the rest of the squad, obviously, something I want to mention too is one of the other squad members. This guy, Depot Domus, he's like a little like rat or something, right? So I think if they make the Depot Domus from Death Adder, they can reuse that for Splinter from TMNT or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be getting that.
So we have, you know what? We have a comment about something we were talking about before the wrestling, and we'll get into that. Late to the Mezco game, when my collection is dying for Keaton Batman, aside from the waitlist. Dude, I'm on waitlist too, but there might be a chance, right, Fabster?
Yeah, that's what I told Travis like a while ago. Is I'd like imagine, given how Christopher Reeve's Superman was, it was like actually very available, like for an exclusive. It had very, very high quantities. It's like one of the biggest production runs that Mezco did was that Christopher Reeve Superman. So if they've chosen to go with the other classic DC character from the classic DC movie, it stands to reason that they might do a similar thing and just make absurd quantities of him. And that way everybody will be able to get him. So I would say jump on the wait list. There's no you don't lose anything for being on the wait list. They don't charge you. All you got to do is just join, and then they will send you an email if it converts to an actual pre-order. And that's usually around the time when they actually start shipping the pre-orders, and they have their allotment for pre-orders. And if there's anything left over, the wait list gets pushed through. But it's been 3 years. It's a very big wait list. So if that's not your bag, baby, I would say go through like BBTS or just any of the typical retailers. Honestly, even just wait till it actually comes out. Pre-ordering, like
if you wait till it comes out, will there be more?
And it could be like that way everyone can see, how much quantity of it is out there, and we can see like how limited it really is. But just given that it's such a long wait, I'm sure that a lot of the wait lists are like pretty spoken for.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have mine pre-ordered, so thankfully that's all taken care of. But
you only got one pre-ordered?
Yeah. I'm not a reseller. I'm not a reseller. I don't really double up on stuff to sell.
Resell it to me for face value.
Oh, no. Nah.
Yeah. Well, look, there's more of this. I mean, look, here's the thing. Subscribe to our channel if you're just checking it out, but also subscribe to Fabster. Is it Fabster Live, Fabster 360? We got it at the end.
But Fabster on YouTube or youtube.com/Fabster
Fabster on YouTube.
360.
Yeah, check it out, because on Monday you do Fabster Live Mondays, Fabster 360. You're going to go live and go deeper into Death Adder. We don't have to spend a lot of time because I want to direct you guys to him, and he'll go in deeper, and he'll have a whole hour of Mezco 112 day. But just an overall, your last kind of final thoughts on this before I give mine.
It's sick. Who doesn't want just a snake-headed snake ninja? I mean, come on.
Yep. And then here he is. He's saying it's $150 on BBTS, but it's sold out anyway.
It's been a long time. Yeah. If any, I doubt anyone has like pre-order quantities. I think you are going to have to wait until it actually releases.
Yeah.
Are you in LA? Is he in the LA area? Because
he is. He's in LA.
Yeah. Frankenstein will have it when it starts hitting.
Yeah. And it'll be what, $250?
I don't know. My guy shouldn't charge it like that.
Yeah. Maybe not. But you know what? I am going to come back.
It won't be retail. It definitely won't be retail.
Right. Hold the phone. We got to go to commercial. After this commercial, I'll be back with my thoughts on Death Adder.
I was a man. Yes. Oh, yes. I was a man. I was
a man. And of course, as you see there, it's Venom versus Valor, and it's G.I. Joe. Reminds me of that time of G.I. Joe, and they just kind of went a little crazy with the figures. And this is the first thought I got, and it's kind of funny how I was interacting with some people on Instagram about what they were doing. They were like, "Oh, we'll use the Death Adder as a snake ninja trooper or something like that. They wanted an army build this, but look, this is what I want to do with it. It's Billy Kessler, a mutated version. Think about it. His dad is totally Cobra Commander. He is an actual Cobra in the G.I. Joe movie, and the son of Coco, Billy Kessler is look at the outfit, right? I mean, look at the weapons. I mean, this is like, I don't know, man. I'm saying the eye patch.
The
It's
eye patch is on
almost
the
like,
wrong eye, but I'm with you.
it's okay. There's 4 eye patches. Do they all have to go on the wrong eye?
Yeah, I think that each one of them might be sized for like a specific head because they're in like different expressions.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. But man, it's okay if it's on the wrong eye. This is a mutated version. Things can happen. But yeah, I was totally thinking of this guy. Just like, look at it's like almost it's pretty close. I mean, I know he's got long sleeves there and short sleeves. I
It's
mean,
more,
maybe it's
yeah.
a reach.
If
I
you had
think it's
green
fun.
pants, you can get some green soft goods pants though.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, those are such like dark OD green, and you got like some brown. I mean, I'm fine just the way he is. It's a similar outfit. Again, it's a bit fantasy Mezco universe where I'm gonna have like 5 GI Joe Mezco in the year 2028 anyway, maybe by then. So it's not a big deal. But I yeah, I'm gonna envision him as like a mutated Mezco Billy Kessler because it's Rumble Society, and yeah, I only have what is it, the Hive? It's the only one I got, right? So is that the name of it? Hive what's the one I got? You know which one I got. The yellow
The murder hornet.
yeah, the murder hornet. Okay, there you go. Oh, here we go. We got some peeps in the house. Hello, Karen. You're late.
Hello.
Yep. How dare you? All right, replay gang then. He's not schlepping. Yeah. Oh, I would. Yeah, I would. Frankincense.
It's not even that far.
All right. Well, yeah, I know. I don't know. Well, he's in Marina, Manhattan Beach. So,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, I don't know.
What do you
What do you
think?
think? What do you think, Joe's? You think this could be a mutated Billy Kessler, or am I off my rocker? I don't know, man. I think it's fun.
I think honestly, Trav, it's a bit of a reach, but I'm with you.
I hate you. Why are you even on the show?
I'm happy you bought it.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been my first guest, but
you're all right. You're gonna like it, dude. You're gonna love it.
Yeah,
you're gonna want to leave it as is. Really, you're not gonna want to.
Now I can't cancel it because it's like bought from. It's a Mezco limited, an exclusive. So, but look, one of the real deals, one of the reasons I brought you here is, oh shit. Well, look at that. We just, we have. And you were supposed to wear a mask and be all Friday the 13th, but you like just stepped in from set.
I put on my new Devil Brigade shirt from Ghost X Ghost, so close enough.
Oh, let's see that again. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
From their
all right, and you got all your figures there. So we're gonna talk to you about. We're gonna talk to you about the top 3 Mezco 112 collective Friday the 13th figures.
Well, there's only one, Travis.
Wait, there's only one.
Yeah,
I see. Oh, there's one.
It's from part 3.
So I guess
it's the best one.
It's the best one. Wait, the one is the best one?
Yeah, it has to be.
Damn it. There's no company. All right, look. How about Fabio's top 3 Mezco horror figures? It's Friday the 13th. It can mean a lot of
even though it is Friday the 13th, I don't know that I can put this Jason on there. Maybe I can, though. I don't know. I'm kind of doing this on the fly, too, because even, like, for his time, when he came out, he still had double-jointed elbows. And they weren't doing a lot of that with, like, again, these realistic proportioned figures back then.
Is that the one we're seeing on the screen? That's it, right? That's
so
he's been
re-released a couple times, actually. He came out a few years ago, and then at least once on a Friday the 13th. I want to say last year on Friday the 13th, they offered him up for another like pre-order, which was fulfilled within the year.
Yeah.
So
I was hoping they do it today.
Something that they kind of refresh every now and then. They did have today. This guy went back on pre-order, Theodore Sodcutter, who was kind of the Halloween time exclusive this year. Part of their new Gangrene Estates line, separate from Rumble Society. But it is this Theodore Sodcutter, and he is sort of like the groundskeeper. And even maybe it's recency bias, but I think I'm gonna have to put him in the top 3 already because he is just crazy. Yeah, his eyes light up. Let me see if I can do that real quick. But yeah,
is it recency bias or is it Rumble Society bias?
I just told you, bro. It's not Rumble Society.
You can tell me whatever you want, but I'm not gonna believe you. But yeah, man, this is it. You know what? I'm not a horror guy, but if this went back up and it's Friday the 13th, and I have you as a guest, and we're talking Friday the 13th, I might have to just. I would have my fingers would have been twitching, man. At the keyboard.
Listen, if you're only gonna get one Jason, and the the soft goods form factor is like a thing that you like, there's no better one, obviously. If you're like a big Friday the 13th fan and you want all of the Jasons, obviously you're gonna go with NECA. Here, I turned on his eyes. Look how sick that looks.
Yeah. But we were here to talk Mezco 112 Day, so I was like, NECA, we'll save that for
exactly.
Another
no, like if you're going for, I mean, pardon the pun, but if with Jason you're going for a body count, then yeah, it's NECA. There's really only one option for Mezco, but comes with a ton of accessories, a ton of different looks you can get out of him. It's one that if you are a Jason fan, maybe you do want a couple of versions of.
Karen's not wrong. Look, I'm not a horror geek, but sometimes pop culture calls. It's that's a great way. And we'll get a nice look at this. And
they did a good thing with him where he has like the hump and everything on there.
Yeah. Oh, that's
the
bad.
Clothes maybe could be like a little bit dirtier, but I like that. He can remove the mask. He's got the crazy face, and you can actually put like I think it's supposed to be an axe, but for example, he has like the little slit on the head right here. I think the axe is the one that's like sized, but it has the slit on the head, so you can like have the axe.
Put the axe there, yeah. I might have been tempted, and then Vlad would forgive me for a lot of my sins.
It's sick. I don't know that it makes the top 3.
Well, let's see your top 3. You already showed. Well, Jason, if it's an honorable mention, you showed us number 3. Show us 2 and 1. We'll get cut right to you.
I think
it's like Freddy.
Freddy's in here somewhere. Oh, Nosferatu's still on the shelf.
Fabio is a very handsome. That's why he's my first guest, Karen, on a Toy Kind of Mood at Night. She's talking about Freddy.
Of course.
Yeah, you get a little bit of fuzz compared to usual. I don't know.
It might just be my camera right now. I'm trying to get focus.
I used to have that problem all the time, and then I now got a new computer. Now
there's like, if there's even like, it doesn't go with like what's in the majority of the frame. If there's anything in frame in the background that it's focused on, it's gonna stay focused on. See if this works,
because I'm talking shit.
Look at that. Exactly.
Yeah, the new computer, the Asus is coming through. I couldn't do this for 2 years. And now I got a cool, clear picture of an action figure. What a day! Just an amazing day.
Going.
And look at that.
Still not going. Come on, man.
Eddie just failing at everything.
Ready. Oh yeah.
Anyway,
who even wants to see this face? This guy's cool though. I like that it's not my favorite look for Freddy, but this is a way better Freddy figure than any of the ones that NECA put out. First of all, they never had to do this, but they full on sculpted his forearms too. And he's got double jointed elbows. Like this dude is like, you can get him in like Spider-Man poses if you want. And maybe you don't want to because it's Freddy and not Spider-Man. But let's say he's like web swinging. I don't know. The only like downside on him is that he still has that like head neck sort of combo. But shit, man, if you wanted
dude,
Freddy doing some karate kicks, go for
it. That's pretty good articulation from Freddy. Hey, I gotta tell you, I just got your text message just now from 8:30 that you're on the martini. That's why I called. Because when I text you, it said I'm driving. So I was like, I'll call him on air because it'd be fun. And you didn't answer. It made me look like a dick. And then everyone left the show. They're like, yeah, his phone friend won't even answer the phone. I'm not watching this guy. So
no, I saw it. I was just like still setting up and getting all this.
No, you did send me a text. I just got it now. I don't know why. It's freaking bizarre. But yeah, that's cool. So
but anyway, you're not gonna get this posed out of a NECA figure, I'll tell you that.
No, absolutely not.
But again, that's not that you'll need to with Freddy, but I'm just saying.
That's facts. All right, number one, Yep.
I don't know that he's on the
Gets a
list.
number.
I'm kind of assembling
Oh,
the
wait,
list.
Freddy's
as I
not on the
go.
list now? So you're just going to show us all 19 of your
He's
horror figures?
He's probably my favorite horror dude. Mostly just because I really love part 3 because of the Dawkins soundtrack. But that's nothing to do with Freddy. Again, I think I would exclude him from the list just because this isn't my favorite look for Freddy. I prefer that part 3 or for the part 2 onward look where he has the striped sleeves.
Yep.
So I don't think I'll put him in. I'll put him as an honorable mention though. I do, however, really, I think this is number 2 right here. It's got to be this Michael Myers.
Michael Myers, yep.
Because at the
Michael
time
Myers
this came out, NECA had, lost
go.
the license. It was an expensive license. They weren't able to get it back. They could only, I don't even know if they were doing anything Halloween at that point. It had been so long. And out of nowhere, Mezco just comes out with theirs and made NECA kind of look like a fool for saying like, oh, the license holder is terrible to work with or whatever. So then they came out with this and it's amazing. And you can get the, it comes with like the ghost sheet and everything. You can, it's a separate, complete different like neck peg you put in, or, it's like a different head altogether that has the sheet with the glasses attached. I mean, no one really does that look from Halloween 1. So that and the pumpkin that lights up and the tombstone, I think this is like a definitive, part 1 Halloween Michael. And there's a part 2 coming out with like the bloody eyes and the bullet holes and stuff. It's trying. It wants to, just not.
That's all right.
Very bad.
You're a little tense from your shoot today, so you're not getting the coverage. Hey, look, there was a Friday the 13th contest today. Did you see that?
Yeah. I didn't enter because I already have it, but it's cool.
You can still enter, buy it, and then give it to a friend. But
I didn't get a chance to.
Speaking of gifts, you know what? Let's just cut to me right now. I got to thank this guy. He brought me a parting gift for my first episode of A Toy Kind of Mood at Night. All right, look, and I hate models, but I love G.I. Joe and I love Snake Eyes. So let's open this thing up. Thank you so much, Fabio, for this.
Yeah, dude.
Holy moly! I don't have to put it together. Look at that.
No,
I don't even know.
And that's the best gift I could have given you.
Yeah, just putting it together. Just the labor, the free labor I'm getting from this gift. And little Ducati style. And I'm sure one of the Joes will look massive on it, but it's beautiful. Look at how it looks.
There's I think there's an extra decal sheet in there too. Like it still needs the Arashikage logo on the bottom, but
oh, nice. All right. Yeah, snazzy. And then look at this. What? Oh my.
That's him.
You're a spoiler, man. You didn't have to. You're the best, dude. You are the best.
I got that at Decon. That's from Fresh Monkey Fiction, who does those what are they called? Like
look at
that. They're the company that's doing the BBTS figures though. The Monster Force.
Yeah, but man, that was nice of you, man. Thank you.
I'm glad you like it, man.
I know.
Hopefully you can get that autographed or something,
Yeah, I know.
Like other card and stuff.
Well, yeah, if he goes to I don't think I'm gonna go to Joe Fest this year, but maybe like an assembly required or I don't know. I don't know if Larry's doing he does a lot of conventions, so I'm sure I'll see him. I'll definitely want that autograph. That's for sure.
He's got to go up to like Joe Fest or something, no?
Yeah, for sure, man. Let's talk a little bit. Go ahead. Happy holidays to you, man. Happy New Year. Happy AEW.
HNY.
Yeah, and look, we got. Oh yeah. I that's why I got rid of all my Gundam. I'm like, I can't build this shit. I bought the Gundam figures, and I got rid of those too. Yeah, man, Vlad. Yeah, he's quite the gift giver, and this is a great gift. Look at
that. You wish this was a gift from me to me.
Exactly. All right, let's talk about one topic before we let you go for the night. I know you had a long day, and dude. While we're on the subject still of Mezco, your brothers in arms, I watched most of it. It's crazy because I was watching What's on Joe Mind and I was watching articulated comic book art at the same time. So it was like flipping back and forth, kind of like they're, I got 2 TVs on this bar mat, but I had like one on mute, then I'd unmute it, like depending on what they were talking about. And ACBA was talking about Mezco, and I was like, is Fabio going to show up? Because he's supposed to show up tonight. And they were talking about you, of course, the whole time. And man, they buried those turtles, man. And I know KJ said he's not gonna pre-order them now, thanks to your friends. So I don't know if you want to. You'll
Wait,
probably have to
what?
watch. Yeah, they buried the turtles, bro. I think they just for the $400, they were not pleased with what they got. They didn't think they got enough, man.
Yeah,
not
I
enough
told them
soft
not.
goods.
I popped in literally like as we were doing like wrap up plugs. So they told me like, or I told them that you told me that they had buried the turtles, and they're like, nah, we didn't do that. So I'm gonna have to go back and listen and verify to see what they actually said. But
I mean,
they're not the biggest
I'm
Mezco guys anyway, so
right. That's why they were like, they were being nice. They were like, we shouldn't even talk about this without Fabster on there. So yeah. Also, if you guys don't know, Fabster is part of the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast. Of course, shout out to Bug. Hopefully we'll be able to get him on a future Marvel show. But I'm scrolling up right now trying to find KJ's comment, but no, I can't. But anyway, basically he just said, yeah, he's kind of. Oh no, I did find it, and then I just scrolled past it. Shit. Anyway, no, I'm not going to spend time on that. But all right, look at this.
I'll look for
it.
Yeah,
he's cast. He's cast, brother.
No, I was just background today. It was just one day on.
Yeah, but you're not crew.
No.
So you're, yeah. Oh, look who's in the house. Speaking of Marvel.
Oh shit!
What up,
Photos? What up, dude? Wait, I got to see KJ's
up?
comment. I need to verify that. I need to address all of this for myself.
Yeah, definitely do watch ACBA. It was funny watching them cover Mezco without Fabio. It was kind of pretty humorous, good stuff. But look, the next subject we want to talk about is these funny memes. So there used to not be pre-orders. You'd find the Figurosaurus. All right, Grandma, let's get back. So again, is there like a here's the thing. Are we waiting on clearance and discounts a lot now with this price inflation, or like RIP?
Yes.
RIP pre-orders? I mean, like you said, the turtles have not sold out, which is what everybody went crazy when they teased it didn't sell out. And then your Death Adder still isn't sold out, right?
Well, the difference is, the turtles are an open pre-order. They're purposely not already sold out. They do this for a lot of the licensed, like non-exclusives. They just leave them up for like a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then they'll close them. So it's not that's not a sellout sort of thing, because it is an open pre-order. But the Death Adder, I think the Rumble Society stuff has been like kind of diminishing returns just because people are waiting for so much stuff from the licensed. But as far as this, I only do pre-orders now. Like I don't know why we're talking about finding figures in store like it's a benefit. It sucks. I don't want to go toy hunting. I hate toy hunting, frankly. And Pac, I'm glad Pac's here, because I always say this, man. Like, if you're I say this about myself, okay? I don't want to knock anybody else's lifestyle or whatever, but for me, the way that I look at these things, it's if I'm at a store and I'm buying something because it's on clearance, it's not because I actually want the item, it's because I want to save money. And maybe you do want the item and you want to save money, yes, but I'm saying for me, like, I know that impulse. As soon as you see that yellow clearance tag at Target, you're like, I didn't normally want to get this, but it's only $7, why not? You do that enough times, suddenly I can't buy this Death Adder.
Right. No, there's no question about that. This is probably more for the chat than you. We actually talked, but what's great is while you were on set and driving, we actually talked a lot about this earlier. But I just happened to save some of these memes for the end. Look, we got Aiden in the house. He's asking, what's happening, man? He just said he got his email for Conan. I did too, and so did Fab.
Yeah. Well, you got an email to tell you that you'll be getting an email that's going to tell you that they're charging it.
Yeah, there you go. And then third comment of the stream. Yeah, we're not going to go up that high. And Death Adder is using Snake Eye soft goods.
The third comment of this stream?
I mean,
they're close. They're a little different though. But I think some of the Snake Eyes stuff was also reused from Blade. So I'm gonna have to go back and check. But At least the guns, like not the sword, but like it's not an MP5, but the submachine gun and the pistol are both from Blade, which probably means the holsters are as well, because those are like specific for those guns.
All right,
But
there we go. While you were chatting,
the harness is all new because it's actually like faux leather soft goods.
There you go. There it is. ACBA straight up talk me out of Mezco. Now, I didn't quite leave because when the part that they did talk positive about Mezco, I agreed with. It is like the culmination of everything. That's how Mezco, and they Mezco-fy it, whatever you want to say, right? So I don't even have any turtles. I had some Playmate stuff and I got rid of it. I never jumped on NECA, never jumped on Super 7. I do love the Super 7. They're just too much and it'd be hard to find at this point. But I mean, $400 is steep, but if that's all I have to pay for turtles for like ever, I don't know. I might be okay with it. I got a pre-order. It's with Entertainment Earth, so I didn't pay the NRD, so I could change my mind just as fast as KJ. But he's gonna wait for Shredder, I guess.
I mean, by then, honestly, KJ, it'll be too late. Those turtles are going to be way too expensive to backtrack on. But that's another one of those, like, Shredder is a case of he can go with any turtles. Like, you don't have to get specifically the NECA turtles or the Mezco turtles. You can just get the Mezco Shredder and then put him with whatever turtles you want.
And then here, right here, pre-ordering Legends, Bath Waves are pointless since, they're pretty much, I wait clearance for Marvel Legends now. That's just what I do. I mean, I have, like, again, I think I said the X-Men 3-packs, Amazon, you can return anything. You could return your mom for retail to Amazon if you needed to, if she kind of pissed you off. Amazon will take anything back. You never lose pre-ordering on Amazon, but these other sites with their, like, I don't want to deal with them. So, yeah. So what else we got? Pre-order them Go labels. Woo, that was smart. I almost did it, paid for it in advance. Sadly, only paid the NRD. So, Karen, that sounds crazy. So here are the complaints, and you'll watch it. Was that they didn't get 4 trench coats? They didn't get there was no soft goods on the bandanas, and we didn't get the red bandanas, which is the original Eastman, Laird.
Just, I talked about this on my stream on Monday, or was it this Monday, or maybe the one before? I think it was this Monday. But basically, that to me, again, are valid complaints in terms of like the source material for various incarnations of turtles. The 4 trench coats is classic to the cartoon, right? The Turtles in Disguise 4-pack from NECA is a great example of that. The red bandanas are a classic look from the original Eastman and Laird black and white comics, right? The what was the other thing you said? You said one more thing.
The 4 trench coats.
The 4 trench coats. Yeah, we said that from the cartoon.
Well, there was plastic bandanas though, not soft good bandanas.
Yeah, the soft good bandanas I get because NECA has been able to do stuff like that in the quarter scale, and they just did like a just a draping thing. But it would have been cool if Mezco had found a way to actually do like a bendy wire in there and just have it be like a thing that plugs in and out with a bendy wire. But at least they gave them all unique sculpts. It's not like the same, 2 bandana sculpts just like reused in the 4 different colors. It's 8 all new bandana sculpts. So, you give some, you take some, I guess. But in terms of the trench coats and the red bandanas, I get that because they are such classic looks, but that's what differentiates these from other Turtles lines, is that they aren't from anything. They're not based specifically on any one appearance from any one movie, from any one comic, from any one cartoon. They are just Mezco's TMNT.
Right.
And the way that they've chosen to design them, which I personally dig, is that the soft goods that they do include outside of their gear and, their street clothes, basically, the soft goods street clothes are a little more like indicative of each Turtle's personality, which I think is cool, rather than just all of them flat out having 4 trench coats. Mikey's, a party dude. He's got like a cool little hoodie, Raph's like serious and brooding. He's got his.
They made them all signature instead of giving them all the same outfit. They made each one the signature turtle, like you said, different molds. Exactly. I guess the point they were making was that the articulation isn't good enough to make the molds, that they could have made all the same molds for $300. But by now we know we're paying we're paying $90 to $110 or whatever a figure. It's not going to be anything less than $400 for 4 figures. Why would Fantastic Four be 4 with a robot for 400 and then
420? Because then it's $100
Yeah.
a figure and a $20 robot.
Right.
But in the
Oh, it's
case of
420,
Fantastic
okay.
Four, you have one all new sculpt. But I mean, the body of thing, you can't ever really reuse that, right? But at least Johnny and Reed probably share a body. Sue has probably a body that will, you know, have some intention of reuse if it ends up being a new female body. If it's the same female body they've been using, then boom, there's the savings right there. But if it is a new female body, hopefully the savings come from the fact that they can reuse it down the line, right?
Exactly.
The Power Rangers, another great example, because it's 5 figures for 400, right? But it's 2 different bodies across the 5 figures, right? 2 have one body and 3 have another body. So that reuse, yes. If these turtles were $400 and all used the same body, I would cry foul for sure. But the fact that they've gone with unique sculpts to kind of, and that's again another in-house Mezco design sensibility pulled from a appearance of a turtle. Again, it's like a big amalgam of all these different things. And I think in more recent adaptations, outside, you know, earlier on, it was just really their skin tone that maybe differentiated them outside of their bandanas. But in more recent incarnations, they've been doing the thing where they have different body types. So I think that that's a really fun way to accomplish that within that premium feeling Mezco design sensibility, which is they all have a different body. Like they all have unique, you know, physiques, you know, which I think is cool. And the parts that can be reused, like maybe the hands and the feet, you know, that just makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's get into this question right here. Hasbro needs to use the McFarlane retail formula. Do you know what that is, Fabio? If not, in the comments, what do you mean by the McFarlane? Just having a lot of stuff all the time, like every week? I mean, that's
just you like learn that a figure exists and then it's like already on shelves.
Right. Oh, you mean without like there is no pre-orders. It just
there are pre-orders, but
yeah,
they tend to fulfill pretty quick. Like Pac, I know you got to bounce, but you know, I think he'll be one to talk to about that for sure. And I think McFarlane has also played into those like retailer restrictions. McFarlane's played those retail restrictions a little bit better because when we had the big 3 from the Marvel Legends team on the ACBA podcast, Rick asked them like, what's up with a certain retailer, aka Target, just having like full case assortments of one character from a wave, right? So you get, you know, the Bone Breaker, but all you see on pegs is Vulcan. Like the whole case that they put out is only Vulcan. And I think McFarlane did something smart with that because when we first heard about it, it made no sense. Like, why the hell would you put out a 4-figure Build-A-Figure wave and release them one at a time every 3 months? It makes no sense, right? But knowing now that Target specifically requests single figure cases, that's actually really part of McFarlane to do that.
Yeah. But look at this part. They just flood. It's almost like Motu. We were talking about this earlier in the show before you joined. We were talking about how like there's controversy because Spectre Creative came out and said that Motu's done, and then he got debunked, I guess, today by like Pixel Dan and Geek Dad Life and all these big shots. And they were saying that McFarlane retail flooding the market, $7 a clearance, very similar to Motu Masterverse and Origins as well. So yeah, man. Oh yeah, people love the meme. That's basically a definitely, it's all Mezco. I mean, I canceled like 5 over the last year because it just took too long and I didn't care by then. Like the Justice League 3-pack, that Zack Snyder movie came out 2 years ago now. And then I was waiting. I was like excited because remember when I was getting like into NECA really, and because like things were just taking forever from Hasbro, so I was buying like a lot of Predator. I was going toy hunting. It was like a pandemic, so it was like, oh, I gotta leave with something. So I was finding like some Predator, finding some Alien. So then I was like, oh, Mezco's making one. It's like the ultimate Predator and the ultimate Alien. And then by the time they delay. I was like, well, now we're inflation. Now we're in a horrible economy. I already have my NECA ones now. I don't need these. So I was going to have both. And now I'm like, I'm okay with just the NECA one representing those movies. So yeah, they just take way too long, dude.
But
I don't know. I think
I don't mind because it's always worth the wait.
Yep, always worth the wait. What else we got? We might have some closing thoughts before we go. Let's see what we got. I think Target went single case after Cobra Island first hit, and people complained they couldn't get multiple average. Do you think the Cobra Island impacted Marvel Legends and Star Wars though? I mean, that's G.I. Joe. It's no media.
It speaks, to Hasbro's relationship with Target.
Yep. Oh, we had a question from Aiden earlier. Here it is. Dr. Hyde's Loose Collector.
Yeah, Loose Collector. They're pretty good. They've done the Lady Death figure that Robo reviewed, and I think a Vampirella is coming too or something. Night Witch or Hellblade, something like that. They do this like, the sexy ladies or whatever. So the Mr. Hyde is one of the new figures that's like big, right? And it looks cool, but it's just a little too, I don't know, specific, I guess, for me. I could see myself like working it into like the Gangrene Estates or something and doing something sort of classic horror with that. Maybe I make him the villain from Wednesday, huh? How fun would that be? From Netflix's Wednesday.
In acting class yesterday, we did the Wednesday dance from the video.
Oh, dude, the
fun.
Whatever.
Yeah. Like, I can't even do it now, but it's like the whole like, Yeah, I was like, yeah, we're doing a little dancing on a late night, so it kind of moved.
That's pretty cool.
Bobby, do we have anything else we want to summarize about maybe Mezco 112 Day, Death Adder, Friday the 13th before we head out of here? I gotta ask you this though. I gotta thank you for saving the last half hour of the premiere of A Toy Kind of Mood at Night. I'm calling you on the air, you don't answer, and I look, and you're there just being like, shh. I'm like setting shit out, like with your hair flowing and everything. I'm like, oh my god, he made it just in freaking time.
Hey, you told me not to rush, bro.
It was past the time. It was already like 9:15, I think, at that point. So yeah,
no,
you made it.
What are you talking about? I got in at like 8:45 or something. Yeah. 8:40.
Okay, so you've been here almost an hour already?
It's just because I was in the post chat with the podcast guys. We were talking some stuff for the Figgy Awards next week.
Didn't I just do the dance? She's asking me to do it, but it's like,
yeah,
I can't even remember because I was doing it coordinated. I was like watching people do it, and then like the whole like, and then she does the.
Go back to the Toys Fair graphic that they revealed though, for 112 Day. That was the other announcement, really. The big announcement on 112 Day.
All right, let me get to it.
Yeah, the big announcement of 112 Day was that there will be more announcements in February. And in fact, 3 weeks of them. So February, the past 3 years, this will be the third year actually. So the past 2 years, obviously due to the pandemic and Javits Toy Fair got shut down in New York Toy Fair. So during that month, that would be the Toy Fair at Javits, Mezco decided to do their own Toys Fair, right? And this is a little different now this year because New York Toy Fair got moved to like the fall. So now Mezco just has Toys Fair all to themselves now in February, but they've done it different this year where instead of just 1 week, that would be the week that Toy Fair is going on at the same time. Instead, they're taking 3 weeks in February, and all 3 weekends are going to have reveals and giveaways and exclusives, multiple exclusives, a drop every week for 3 weeks. We're complaining that we're not getting enough from Mezco. I don't know, man.
It's going to be all that shit that like they revealed that we haven't even heard from in about a year. So we're like Dr. Octopus and stuff like that, right? So,
you really think it's been a year since they revealed Dr. Octopus, Travis? That was
I mean, it's been like six months.
Yeah, but that happens a lot. I mean, there's tons of stuff on the slate that I can pull up my list of things that they've shown that haven't actually been revealed yet. But Green Ranger is probably the farthest back one of all of those things. So literally anything could with 3 anythings really could be happening. And that's cool. I wonder really how they'll roll it out, if there's going to be the whole social media rollout or if it's just going to be like, hey, they're up, But yeah, there's a lot that we could still yet see. Green Ranger, Spider-Gwen, Firefly. You'd love to see Firefly, wouldn't you? Storm Shadow.
Oh, look who's in the house.
Hey, what up?
Jose from wrestling, man.
Hell yeah.
AEW.
Awesome.
What up, man?
And then speaking of all the other stuff that they showed over the summer, there's the King Conan too, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the Black Suit Superman and Silver Centurion Iron Man. I mean, still quite a bit of stuff on the slate. So
Black Suit Superman and King Conan are going to be, that's going to be very tempting. Yeah, there's going to be some tempting ones right there.
Mullet Superman is so cool. I'm gonna put one of those mullet heads on the regular Superman, honestly.
See, that's the thing. And I got the Man of Steel still coming. I mean, it keeps telling me it's coming at some point, but
so I gotta thank Mezco for giving me 3 weeks of content in February.
Yeah. Oh no, I can't wait. I'll be there every Monday, even if I'm working. I'll be like tuning in on my phone. But I think this is it. I love an hour and 45 minutes. I don't know about you, but you made it, and you saved the premiere episode, and I can't thank you enough. Thank you for the gifts. Wednesday was a great time.
Oh yeah, dude, absolutely.
And yeah, we'll definitely have to do this again, and I'll be watching you on Monday.
Yeah, can I plug my times?
You know what? We can do that. We can also do this.
Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh.
We have a nice little graphic. Oh, hold on. I jumped the gun there. Let's get to the juice.
There you go.
This is the Fabster 360 YouTube channel, and he's got a lot of great content there. Let me pull this down so you can see it. And yeah,
so I do stream every Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, talking Mezco and all things going on in the 112.
And you crush wallets every Monday.
That's it. We all do. I'm crushing. Trust me, I'm with you. I'm crushing my own wallet. I had to have Travis sugar daddy me because I was saving my money for 112 day.
We'll wait a little bit, but yeah, it's my pleasure. And then also we'll plug the Instagram,
also on Instagram
there.
Fabster 360 on Instagram. I'm trying to get back into photography, but it's time consuming, and mostly you'll just see my stories if I like pick up new stuff. But that's how you'll find out if I'm dropping a new video. That's where I usually put up the graphics and the times and all that and the links. So if nothing else, follow me on Instagram if you want to just get an update on when I do something new, and if you want to see my occasional toy photography, which can be good when I actually spend time on it.
That's right. So go subscribe to Fabster on YouTube, and then give him a follow. He's got a lot of good followers. He's going to get into toy photography. He's got a lot of cool stuff. And as you can see, he's a good guy in wrestling. And hey, don't forget, A Toy Kind of Mood. We'd love to have you follow us on our Instagram. And we're also on Twitter. We don't use it a whole lot, but add A Toy Kind of Mood on Twitter and Instagram. And if you're watching this, please like it, right? Please like it. It's a new show. People seem to like the new format, not even a new format, it's a new show. Every Friday, if I'm not stuck on set like Fabio, I'll be going live. I'll be going live myself every Friday as well, 8 p.m. Pacific time. So that's 11 o'clock Eastern. It's a Friday night. You can stay up with us for an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours and catch up on the week in toys. And I was thinking, I was like, every Tuesday we would Toy Kind of Mood. But then what about Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? We didn't want to miss all those days. So I can cover those 3 days here every Friday. Hit the hard-hitting topics like we did tonight. Some fun bits. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. Seems like people did. And thank you so much. I can't thank you guys enough. Gotta thank Fabster for being on. And again, Travis Moody for A Toy Kind of Mood at night. And we won't see you in the toy aisle. I think we're gonna see you in the box.